I am
That's
so
fucking
done.
sad. Like, why can't I find a fucking real man that wanna be with me? Like, why?
First of all, you got that big ass tattoo on your chest.
Why? What am I doing wrong?
First of all, and second of all, you're pretty much are you peaceful?
What am I doing wrong?
Are you cooperative?
Why do you motherfuckers play
Are you fit?
too much? If y'all don't want a relationship,
I can tell you're combative.
let me know.
I can tell that you're just not really peaceful to be with. So, I mean, in the comments.
I just want to jump on here and wish Drew Afwalo a happy birthday.
She's 27? I thought she was older than me. Like, I'm turning 30 in January. I even asked my sister. She does cosmetic and makeup. I was like, how old do you think Drew Afwalo is at minimum? And she's like, oh, at least 33 years old? I was going to say 35. So this spista has built her entire platform around body shaming men, and yet her eyes are always at a disagreement with each other as to what they want to look at. The arrangement of her lower teeth makes you think she got kicked in the jaw with a steel cap boot when she was a child. There are more layers under her chin than a triple whopper from Hungry Jack's. The only body part she has that doesn't have an excessive amount of mass, or I should say is actually lacking any mass, is inside her skull. And now, she looks at least 7 years older than what she really is. So her whole account is basically a donkey trying to call the stallion ugly.
Cheating. The first sign of her cheating is her.
The only thing you have to be aware of if someone betrays you or is a long-term partner is, are they acting on their emotions or are they acting on their values? If she is changing her behavior based on her emotions, she's more likely to betray you based on her emotions. Which means, yeah, right now, if she's in love, which most relationships is only an emotional addiction because you hit the right triggers of her to get emotional spikes, she stays for now with you and tells you she's so in love with you. But once she doesn't get the emotional spikes anymore from the relationship and you don't make her feel like that anymore, she's gonna go to someone else who give her those emotional spikes. And then she's gonna backwards rationalize why you were a narcissist or a gaslighter. But again, most of you guys, because you're emotionally addicted and needy to her, are not acting on your values if she disrespects you.
Psychology of ignoring a woman. Does ignoring a woman make her want you more, or does it make her forget about you? 99% of the time, it makes her want you more, and here's why. Women equate longing with love. I'll say it again. Women equate longing with love. When she's waiting for your text, when she's anticipating your next date, those are the moments that she begins to fall in love with you. Same with us, right? We hate when a woman cancels on us, but part of us wants her more in that moment. So there's a saying, give her the gift of missing you. Give her the gift of fighting for your attention, because the more she feels like she's winning you over, the more she feels like you're slowly falling for her, the more she falls for you. How do you do it? Well, I've got a longer video at scramblervideo.com where I walk you step by step exactly how to create this chase in her.
If you lined up every man in the world and you said you can love your girl, be a good father, be completely honest, sleep with as many women as you want within reason, and make sure you respect her, never embarrass her, and get to go home and hold her at night, look left and right, nobody's around, every man on the planet would hit that button. Let's not bullshit. Every man would hit that button.
This is a problem so many guys face. They start off strong with a girl. They get her to like them and be really interested, but then they become too comfortable and start to require attention and validation from the girl, which results in them texting her too much and becoming needy. I say, don't walk with your out. When you assume the girl is already attracted to you and into you, you'll be more playful. You'll be more aggressive and playful in conversation, and it'll subconsciously make your flirting game better with her. But more importantly, it'll keep you in check and prevent you from texting her too much, giving her too much attention, and worst of all, starting to become too needy. When you assume and treat her like she's already in love with you, you'll be less likely to act needy and seek her approval because you already know she's into you and you don't need to chase her much.
Tell women this, and this is the truth. The moment
y'all get together and he's, you know what I'm saying, sexually attracted to you. Once his sexual attraction loses, once he's not desired by you anymore, he doesn't find you desirable, the relationship is a wrap. Once he ain't doing that grabbing on you, you know what I'm saying, dick and stick rising to the top. Once it's not like that, once he ain't liking what he's saying, the relationship is done.
That most men live lives of quiet desperation. It's one of my favorite quotes ever because it's true, and I've been that guy.
There are men out here in the world who have genuine loneliness. I don't think most women can actually genuinely understand how lonely the majority of men are.
That's another thing that we're doing to men that's a very bad idea, and to boys. It's like, you're pathological and oppressive. It's like, fine then, why the hell am I going to play? If that's the situation, if I get no credit for bearing responsibility, you can bloody well be sure I'm not going to bear any.
There's a stigma in this world that men can't talk. Listen, you're a man and you've got weight on your shoulders and you think the only way you can solve this by killing yourself. Please speak to someone.
Like, you're a fucking asshole, dude. You're an asshole. You murdered yourself. You murdered yourself. You killed someone. That person happened to be you, but you couldn't even show up for yourself.
Moms turn babies into boys, but it's the dads who turn boys into men. You don't just say hi to someone, you stand up, shake hands, make eye contact. If a woman's going up the escalator, you stand behind her. If she's going down the escalator, you stand in front of her. If you're walking on the sidewalk with a woman, a man walks on the street side. You're opening doors for women. You're a savage and a servant. You're a lamb and a lion. Are you going to show up as a passive aggressive man, or are you going to show up as a guy who can protect, provide, and preside, lead his family? How many men today know how to drive a manual car, know how to change a tire, know how to, if they see someone in distress, are they going to go and run towards that, or are they going to grab their iPhone and take a video so they can TikTok it? Men know that it's in our hearts to run towards the fire, to run towards the gunshot, but it's like, you know what? I've been told not to be masculine. It's toxic. That is your rite of passage into manhood. Moms turn babies into boys, but it's the dads who turn boys into men.
Advice for young men, part 13, mindset. Boys, this is probably one of the most important pieces of advice I could ever give you. Bro, the difference between you living your dream life or becoming a 70-year-old man who regrets everything they ever did and feels like they never lived up to their potential is your mindset. You need to have this relentless mindset. You need to have this all or nothing mentality. You need to realize that nobody owes you shit in this world, and you will never achieve anything if you don't go out and get it for yourself. Start listening to people with this mentality. Andrew Tate is a good one. Steph is cold. I used to watch him all the time. Another good one is Hamza, massive YouTuber. You probably already know who he is. Stop telling yourself that you can't do things. Stop moaning, stop complaining. The power of belief, bro, is a real thing. I know it sounds like rubbish, but it all starts with the belief and the mindset. You need to have this animalistic mindset that you're gonna go out and get what you wanna get, because nobody really cares about your dreams as much as you do.
But I'd love to hear the real story from the girl who cheated on me probably more times than I'm aware of.
Bruh, does nobody have an original experience? With this girl for 7 years, we got married. Year after we got married, picked her up from an office party, found her making out with her boss. Panic ensued, we had it out, you know, little fight, little back and forth. Night ended with her pulling a knife on me, cops were called, got her phone, found out she was cheating on me with like 3 or 4 other different guys. But the main one she was cheating on me with wasn't even her boss. It was some dude she'd been talking to even before we got married, and she talked to and was texting on our wedding night. So, bro, I feel you, but once you open that rabbit hole, once you fucking go down, you know, you just got to get out. Now, obviously, I was emotionally invested for a pretty long time, so that's pushing back against the logic in your head, but listen, once you see somebody's true colors like that, there ain't no going back.
Real guys who know their worth and know their value and value themselves and love themselves, they make women earn everything that they have to offer.
正注定是沧桑，苦之来要笑着走过呀，朋友啊，让我们一起牢牢铭记呀，我们今生兄弟情一场。